going to be talking about factory farms and how they impact both humans and animals, and also from an environmental standpoint of view. Over the next few minutes, you're going to see pictures and video clips of me delivering my speech to various people. Over the course of a decade, factory farms have seemed to take over the food chain and what people eat. Mass production might be the reason for this, but the food quality and what one does not see makes this so-called factory farming terribly wrong. Every day, animals are being treated horribly, since it's an easier way for factory farms to make more money. These animals are being abused, and are in very fine solitary confinement, just like an inmate, being trapped to the point these animals can't move, and the way they are being treated makes most wonder why. The big issue that needs to be addressed is the fact that these animals are being fed growth hormones to grow faster. The problem is, some of this is actually very illegal. When humans consume these meats, they are consuming the growth hormones and whatever antibiotics the animal was given. This can lead to disease and faster growth of the human body, which is not good. And sometimes this can also lead to death. Factory farms are not only endangering the lives of innocent animals, but are affecting humans tremendously. These factory farms are not only taking over America, but they are wiping out traditional organic agricultural farms. These farms have taken the organic route, which is not only better for humans, but better for the animals. They are replacing small local farms that produce organic crops and meat. An article that I read on EcoWatch stated, huge meat companies have steadily driven down the prices farmers receive for the livestock they've raised, forcing farmers to get big or get out. Small farms have been replaced by factory farms that pollute nearby air and water, undermine rural economics, and reduce the quality of life for neighbors. This is not only a huge deal for farmers, but in terms of the environment, this is very harmful. Factory farms are driving out locally owned farms that already have it hard enough. It's very difficult competing with factory farms that produce food more rapidly and at cheaper costs. Every day, people are unaware of what they are eating and putting into their bodies. The problem is the overuse of chemicals and antibiotic hormones to make these animals grow faster. Now this can cause several health effects, and in long-term causes, this can even cause cancer. An article I read called 5 Modern Diseases on the Rise Because of Factory Farming by Abigail Gear stated, when you take thousands of animals and stick them into a tiny space, depriving them of all their natural instincts, you're creating a breeding ground for disease. And when it starts to spread, it spreads like wildfire. Animals are growing faster, but when people consume those meats that are fed growth hormones, the same thing is happening to them. Factory farms are not only endangering the lives of innocent animals, but are affecting humans tremendously. This is an everyday issue to the people and the animals. If humans realize what they're putting into their bodies is unsafe, then factory farm production would decrease drastically. Animals would no longer be in captive to the point where they cannot physically move. This would also greatly save our environment, simply due to the pollution factory farms release, such as fossil fuels and other types of harmful substances. Growth hormones entering the animals would not be consumed by the people. This is a very major factor to consider because this can lead to diseases and sometimes even death, as I earlier stated. In conclusion to this presentation, this affects humans both financially and from an unhealthy standpoint. Factory farms are driving out the locally owned organic farms, which are not only better for the environment, but are better for us. This is a long-term effect that will help save our generations as time goes on. These locally owned farms that produce free-range and organic products are being driven out. They simply cannot compete with the costs of factory farms. As time goes on, farms are slowly going to die out due to lack of efficiency. It's truly a shame seeing what this world has come to in the business of farming. Foods are becoming more and more processed with antibiotic chemical use, which is horrible for the human body. Thank you guys. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Thanks.